Hi, my name is Ashley Williams, and I did my presentation on Neo-Aristotelian. And my artifact is I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King Jr. The point of this speech is to inspire and bring together people of color and whites to live together in harmony. If you have seen or read the I Have a Dream speech, you would be inspired by the thoughts of erasing racism. When seeing and reading this speech, you'll be able to see the reason why he is so passionate about this idea. The purpose of this speech was to inspire people of different ethnicities to come together and live as if they were brothers and sisters rather than being apart and different. He was fighting for equal rights of people of color. Martin Luther King Jr. was letting people know that there is an obvious racial injustice that needs to be fixed because everyone, no matter what color, is equal in God's eyes. The speech took place in Washington, D.C., which shows its importance because in our nation's capital is where laws, rules, and regulations are made. It may be the only place where he can make a difference. The importance of what he was saying and the impact he made is clear to see by the number of people that showed up for his speech, which shows that people knew he was the one that could make a difference. Aristotle was a great philosopher in ancient Greece from 385 BC to 323 BC. His many contributions to criticism, rhetoric, ethics, and many other subjects made him one of the most famous and well-known philosophers of all time. In ancient Greece, speeches and oral storytelling were prevalent, so it makes sense why Aristotle would want to study oratory rhetoric. In Aristotle's rhetoric, he defines the three branches of rhetoric: judicial, epidectic, and deliberative. Judicial focuses on the past, such as judgments and facts of justice or injustice. Epidectic focuses on the present and proclamation about a situation by either praising or blaming. Deliberative focuses on the future and tries to persuade action. Aristotle also focuses on how the speaker affects the audience through ethos and pathos. Ethos is about convincing the audience that the speaker is credible or ethical, whereas pathos is to use the audience's emotions to persuade them. These rhetorical appeals are what classifies the speaker's appeal. We as researchers use the 5 canons of rhetoric to evaluate the message the speaker is conveying. The 5 canons of rhetoric are invention, arrangement, style, memory, and delivery, which is about how the content is developed, arranged, set, remembered, and delivered. The Neo-Aristotelian criticism focuses on applying Aristotle's philosophy about rhetoric to a speech. The goal of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech was to inspire and persuade people in the government to treat everyone as equals and end segregation. In this speech, he uses all 3 branches of rhetoric by talking about the past, present, and future. He uses judicial rhetoric by talking about when Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, as well as the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. With talking about the past, he uses both ethos and pathos by bringing a sense of emotion and logic about the important pieces of history. In Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, we see that it uses Neo-Aristotelian criticism because it has most of Aristotle's philosophies about rhetoric. It shows how speeches are structured and how it uses people's emotions and logic for the benefit of the speech's message. This speech effectively used all of Aristotle's ideas to inspire change.